First of all, get all your hair tied back. Because we're wearing a wig, we just need it all out the way, and we're making our face paler, so we don't want any of your own hair getting in the way. If possible, use a black hair stocking. I can't find mine at the moment because I've put it down somewhere and I just can't find it. But this is what a hair stocking looks like. It usually does come with the wig sometimes, but if you haven't got anything like this, you can just kind of chop up an old pair of tights and just pop it over your head. Preferably a black one though, because we're using a black wig, so it just makes sense to use a black one. So especially if you've got blonde hair, it gets rid of the blonde colour underneath the wig. Then to start with, I'm going to use an Estee Lauder smoothing matte base. Morticia has a very matte complexion, so this will just help mattify the skin and smooth it out underneath the pale foundation we're putting on. Let's start the foundation, and looking at Morticia, she's got a very pale face, almost transparent, and I am not. I have got an olive skin tone, so I thought the best product to use would be the MAC Face and Body, and this is white, and you can kind of build up the thickness. The more you work into your hand with this colour, the thicker it will become, so you can kind of judge it yourself of the level of coverage. I'm going to add a little bit of a very pale C2 Face and Body foundation, so I'm going to put this on my hand with a little drop of the C2, because if I just paint a white face on my skin colour, it'll just look a bit clown-like, and that's not what I want. So the colour what I'm mixing up in my hand is kind of like an ivory kind of foundation. So it is going to look pale on my face. And the foundation brush that I'm using is a Ruby and Millie foundation brush, and it's one of my favourites. You can apply it with a sponge if you like, but it's kind of up to you what you prefer. But make sure if you're revealing any skin to cover it up if you're not pale already. So I'm just smoothing it out with my fingers, just making sure it's all even before I powder. You might have any marks from like spots or blemishes or anything. So if you have, I'm using a Warm Ivory Bobbi Brown cover up stick just on any little imperfections in my skin and blending that in with my finger. I'm also going to run it down the middle of my nose. And I'm going to pop this underneath my eyes as well, just to kind of conceal any dark shadows. Once you're happy with the foundation, all you need to do is powder, and the powder I'm using is a translucent one. This one is Makeup Forever, and this is a HD foundation. It's a little crazy sometimes because it's very, very fine, and it kind of makes a puff of smoke, which is quite annoying when you're working on models. You've got to be really, really careful of that. So I'm just using just a face brush. This one's by Elf. It's really, really cheap. And I'm lightly just powdering my face with this translucent powder. This will just help your base, what you applied, stay on and stop it from sliding off your face. So make sure you powder around your eyes. Next of all, I'm going to use an double wear eye base. This one is by Estee Lauder, and it's Stay in Place Cream Eyeshadow, and I'm just going to apply this with my fingers. And this has got a slight sheen in it, which I kind of want to have, because it just adds a touch of kind of glam to the eyes. And kind of an extra layer to stop that eyeshadow from creasing throughout the night. So take that all in the eye area, up to the brow bone, right down to the lashes, and in the inner corner as well. So once that is applied, I'm going to use an eyeliner around my eye and inside the waterline. So the one I'm using is quite a smudgy eyeliner actually. It's Sephora and it is black. So I'm going to do the waterline first of all and take that all the way into the inner corner. And also the top of the waterline, so be really careful you don't poke yourself in the eye. And it can be quite uncomfortable doing the top one. So remember to blink in between. Also run that right into that lash line. And I'm going to go about halfway on there. And same on the top. Right, once that is applied, I am going to take this is actually a crease brush, but I am just going to use it for smudging out that top line. And I'm going to use an eyeshadow, black eyeshadow, and it's Carbon by MAC. And just run that at the top, smudging the eyeliner along. Next of all, where to place the eyeshadow, we want to bring this colour up now right on this brow bone, and we're going to go higher than usual, so it's just above where you usually crease. So we're going here. We're kind of making a little back to front curlier. And I'm going to use a blending brush for that now. And dip it in my carbon and kind of start smoking this curlier. So remember the rule, from the nose upwards to the end of the eyebrow to like the temple. So keep smudging and blending that colour. And we're going to come in a little bit there, and it doesn't matter if you kind of smudge into that eyeliner and then bring it up onto that bone so it all looks nice and blended. It's quite a dramatic eye. So bring that shadow right into here. Again, I'm going to take my crease brush and just darken up them edges. and in the crease as well. If your eyeshadow is looking a little bit patchy, just keep blending away until you get it nice and smooth. And you're making tiny little circles when you're blending and kind of sweeping motions. I might just run a little bit of eyeliner again just to make it really black near the eyelashes. See, the good thing with makeup, you can just keep on building up until you're happy with it. You don't have to kind of stop there. Just kind of judge for yourself. You can curl your eyelashes. The mascara that I'm going to use is by Bare Essentials, and this is Buxom. So let's see how this is. I've never used it before, and I kind of got it in a pack of loads of different brands of mascaras from Sephora. So let's see what this one is like. It's quite a thick head on the brush. It seems to be lengthening, but not really thickening up my eyelashes. It might need a few coats. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows, and because I have high eyebrows, there was no need to kind of cover them up and pencil them in. But if you are doing that, there's loads of videos on YouTube to show how to get rid of your eyebrows. But what I am going to do, I'm just going to comb them through, and then get my eyebrow pencil, and I'm going to use a black one. This one's Rimmel. I do really like the Rimmel brow pencils, and I'm going to just fill this colour in, but mainly at the top and then the bottom. And I'm just going to round off them eyebrows. And putting a slight curve at this peak here. I'm going to contour the face using a grey, and I'm going to use this grey here. This is Seen, it's a matte one by MAC, and I'm using a little contour brush. This is from Guru Brushes, and I'm just going to see where the hollows of my cheeks are and run it from the top of the ear down, graduating the colour to the end of the mouth, and slightly on the temple. So make sure you blend this colour in really, really well. I'm also going to run that underneath from the jawline as well, because her features are slightly more slimmer and pointed than mine. Slightly run it just in my hairline as well. Now I'm also going to run a little bit of this grey just down the side of my nose, just to make it look slightly slimmer. Now I'm going to do the lips. The red that I'm going to use is one of the most vibrant red I've ever found. This is again from Sephora, and it just lasts all night. It's kind of like a cream lip stain and it's brilliant. I love it. So I'm just going to apply that. Oh God, isn't that gorgeous? Apply that. And I'm just going to get a lip brush just to do the lip line. Okay, once you've done the lips, we're gonna do the wig. So I bought this cheap wig. As you can see, it's very shiny. It's a plastic hair wig, and I bought this online. I think it cost me like $7.99. I'll put a link below. It's actually called Addams family wig, but it's really, really thin. But we'll see how we go, because we can always add more. And I think it will do for fancy dress. So, let's see. And there we have Morticia Addams. I really love this look. It's really, really easy to pull off, and it's still really sexy as well, if you want to go for the sexy Halloween kind of look. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'm really looking forward to Halloween, and this is one of my first videos for Halloween. There's lots more to come, so keep watching Krystle Tips, and next one might be the ring. I think would be a good one. So take care everyone, and I'll see you soon.